Hey there, Norman here from WoCode, and today we're going to be taking a look at the FX Gradient Shadow widget. This widget displays an object with a gradient color fill. A shadow extends from the object that contains an identical gradient, and this simple but customizable effect allows you to fine-tune every aspect of the color, angle, blur, and more. Let's head into the builder and take a look at how we set this up. Here in the builder, we have our digital agency template, and if we scroll down to this animated icon and block of text, I'd like to add the FX gradient shadow behind this section to make this portion of the site a bit more vibrant with a subtle gradient and make that text pop off the background. So we'll open up the widgets panel on our left sidebar here. We'll grab that FX gradient shadow widget and drag and drop it right into this row. And the first thing that we should note is that this black widget placeholder will not be visible on the site. It will only be visible in the builder and on the preview site. Okay, let's jump into the widget and take a look at how to set this up. Starting with the content tab, you see we have one option in here. That is the apply to option. This gives us a drop down that provides multiple options for how you can choose to apply the effect. Most of these are pretty self-explanatory, and for this demonstration, we're going to use the current column option. However, I did want to highlight one option in this list, which is the custom CSS selectors. This is an advanced option that allows you to target elements using their CSS class or ID. This is useful when trying to apply the effect to the backgrounds of things where a widget cannot be placed, such as a gallery or slideshow. We have more information on how to set up and use this option in this widgets training doc. With that said, let's jump into the design tab and take a look at how to style this widget. Starting from the top and working our way down, we have the tilt angle degree option. This adjusts the angle in which the gradient shadow is displayed. Below that, we have the tilt angle direction. This changes the direction in which that tilted angle is applied. Next, below that, we have the shadow vertical position. This sets the vertical position of the shadow within the container. Below that, we have the shadow scale, the scale in which the shadow will be displayed. 1.0 would be 100% of the container. Below that, we have the gradient color. Each enabled color will have a color picker, and this will change the color for the specific portion of the gradient. Below that, we have the gradient color position. Each enabled color will have a color position option, and this will change the amount of the overall gradient that the selected color will fill the container. Next, we'll add our colors to the gradient. The first color we will add will be CB34FF, and we'll give this an opacity of 20. The second color we will add is going to be FF3434 with an opacity of 65. We'll give the first color a gradient position of 40, and we'll give the second color a gradient position of 100. That looks great. So now we can grab our preview URL here. Scrolling down, we can see that our FX gradient shadow widget is looking great, has a nice subtle background, and it's not distracting or intrusive. It's just enough to give this section of the page more color and make that text pop, which is exactly what we're going for. Now, it should be noted once again that this black widget placeholder will not be visible on the live site. It'll only be visible in the builder and on the preview site. And that is it for the FX Gradient Shadow widget. As you can see, it is a very simple widget, but one that adds a ton of life to a site. That being said, my name is Norman Durkee, and you've been rocking with the best website builder platform on the planet, WoCode.com. And until next time, and as always, if you have any questions, please reach out to support. We're always here to help.